If you manage to miss this sneaky 9mm buff in between all of the drama, news posts and updates in Escape from Tarkov right now, I wouldn't blame you. But alongside the find-in-raid removal change for the flea market, we got this little line here, added 9x19 PBP for sale at Prapor 4, the best cartridge for 9mm available in the entire game. Now this might not seem like that big of a deal to begin with, as you can craft PBP in the hideout. The problem is it takes around 6 hours and only gives you 120 bullets, which really is not a lot. The newly available Prapor 4 purchase for cash gives 150 instead every reset, dramatically increasing the accessible quantity of PBP that you can actually buy, and with global limits removed, you can get this every single time. So PBP, while expensive, is the best 9mm that you can actually buy. Importantly, does this stack up in late wipe Tarkov like we're in currently? Well, for a start, it's certainly much better than AP 6.3 and is practically a straight upgrade. 39 pen versus 30 is a massive difference, allowing it to deal with class 4 easily where 6.3 really struggles, which is a big issue when fighting against players wearing decent helmets like the ULAC and typically class 4 or 5 plates. The 9mm playstyle, like other SMG type cartridges, typically revolves around lower recoil and slightly worse ammunition, which rewards hitting accurate shots, mostly to the head. So if you do manage to hit one, you for sure want that shot to count and not just bounce off, which is what happens with 6.3 and all of the class 4s most of the time. As a reminder, the pen chance here is only 9% on the first hit, pretty terrible. With PBP, moving from 30 to 39 pen takes that to 75% instead at close range. Not guaranteed, but certainly good enough, while retaining 52 damage, which is fine against other players. Against class 4 armor, given it has the same starting pen as against the ULAC, it deals with these just fine, usually a 3 or 4 hit kill to the thorax, even if going through the plate exclusively and through class 3 soft armor behind. As we've discussed extensively on this channel, hitting the plate is not always the case because of the small hitboxes of the armor plates themselves. Class 5 is a bit more tricky, taking 6 direct hits to the Class 5 plate and Class 3 soft underneath to kill, but as we said, ideally you're aiming for the head and neck shots with this bullet, with the neck in particular, which itself can't be protected with anything better than Class 3. Of course, this will not stop PBP. Looking at the comparable choices for weapons chambered in other calibers, PBP beats out the SS190 cartridge for the P90 on both damage and penetration, as well as the 7N42 Zubilo round for the SR2M. SS190 still has a place, as it's a much faster bullet, allowing you to hit targets a bit further away with less difficulty than with 9mm, but for close range SMG play, the PBP bullet wins out, which itself is faster than 7N42. Against FMJ for the MP7, although PBP has 1 less pen, the extra 9 damage is certainly a trade-off that I would make. The only comparable cartridge that I would argue is better than PBP is 45 AP, which has 14 extra damage but 1 less pen. However, the limitations here are on the weapons themselves, whereas for full auto guns you can only choose between the slow-firing UMP or the small-magged 45 Vector. The Vector in particular is a strong choice to be honest, but especially for solo players, 1100 RPM with only 30 bullets in a magazine is quite hard to manage in terms of reloads when fighting against more than one opponent, and it can get you killed. Here is where the 9mm platforms shine in terms of choice. For most others, there's only 1 or maybe 2 weapons that you can use, so if they don't suit your purpose for whatever reason, for example the P90's horrendous mag packing speed, well tough luck because you're kinda stuck with it. In 9mm though, we can choose between a wide variety of different weapons that are useful in different ways, even down to the PP19 with a fairly low fire rate of 700 RPM. In the late game though, you're probably going to want something a bit quicker, which can be as much as 1100 RPM for the MP9 and even 1200 for the Glock 18C, although that one's a little bit of a wild choice. The MP9N unfortunately suffers from the same problems as the 45 Vector with its 30 rounders. My favourites are certainly those that are a little more well-rounded in terms of modding and magazines, namely the MP5 with 800 RPM, the MPX with 850 and the Vector with 900, all of which can be equipped with a 50-round drum. This will come down to personal preference, and I have settled on the middle ground of the MPX as it feels the best to me in general. You can buy 2 50-rounders per reset for this weapon from Mechanic, but an alternative middle ground magazine that is great for this gun is the 41-rounder, also on Mechanic, that you can buy 5 of instead. These only have 1 extra ergo debuff compared to the regular 30 rounders, whereas the drum takes away 12, so on balance it feels much more well-rounded, and as an extra plus, doesn't have any additional mag packing debuff like the larger mags do. Losing 9 bullets here compared to the 50 is a much smaller gap than on an M4 say, where you lose 20 rounds going from a 60 rounder to a 40, so it feels like much less of a harsh swap. I recently did some relatively extensive testing of different MPX builds in relation to a weapon repair video on the channel and found that outside of accuracy and bullet speed considerations, there really is very little difference in recoil and ADS speed between even dramatically different versions of the gun. If you're looking for something that's going to deal with short, medium and long distance, then I would advise that you probably just don't use 9mm at all. On this basis, I have slowly been working my way through the stack of MPXs that I built for this test, but if I was going to buy something from scratch now, then honestly the basic MPX SD from Peacekeeper is perfectly fine. Outside of the mags, all you have to do at this stage really is add a sight and a tactical device of your choice and then a foregrip, probably something ergo-centric and basic, even the VFG will do. If you want to do a bit more to it, the Maxim Defense Telescoping stock is an easy and cheap pickup for way more ergo and hardly affects recoil because the base is already so low, and throwing on any old grip will get you a few more cheap points, but at this stage you probably don't even need to do that as the ergo is so high already and probably makes no difference. This gives you a super easy to run and gun MPX to have fun messing around with the low recoil and newly available PBP ammo on Prapor 4 in late wipe Tarkov, and honestly it's been performing perfectly fine for me. You do get these occasional moments of, are they really not dead yet? But that is offset by hitting more shots in general because it's so easy to keep on target. So finally, we'll take a look at a few clips of the MPX in action. How's that guy not dead? Solid nade. I got a 4070 Ti Super. This guy's above me. Like in there or something. Oh, he's crazy. Reload the boy. Oh yeah, you can't put these in here though. Sucks. Reload that Mosin. I think this is scouts, isn't it? No. Apparently not. There is another one, but where exactly is he? Oh no, there's another one behind me too. Crap, there was 3 man. Damn it! I know it's easier said than done, but... Oh, it's good to be back, baby. Does feel good to be back, I will say. Alrighty. Wait, why are there... There's 2 people here and... Eh? Was that like 3 people? I didn't kill 3 people though. We'll be able to see on the dog tags. I killed this guy. And then this guy. Okay, yeah, I killed this guy as well. That was nice. That was nice. It was good. Heavy boys. Oh, and this is another guy. Okay, this was someone else. Okay, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh, how's that not a headshot? How is that not a headshot? That is not... Come on, man. This guy was like wheeling round. We'll see what happens, whether he appears up here or something. That's what he was trying to do. Like, purposefully trying not to kill this scav. Where's this dude? I need, like, 80 meters is really far. Like, I can't get anywhere near him at this point. Like, I'm already too close. I need to stay here so I can hear him move. Another nade. I guess that's our first guy. My sightline actually kind of sucks. I'm almost better off just, like, rotating completely around the back. Thing is, I feel like I sort of have to. I think if I don't do this... Oh, there's one. God. Ouch. Come on, use it. I just couldn't go without the thorax being fixed, at least to some extent. Probably should swap over to the MPX again. Let's try and rotate as well. Really eaten through my whole labour. How am I doing in terms of like? Oh, I probably need to fix this, don't I? God damn it! Still a lot of explosions going off. Good sign. I might get jumped here. I don't know. I'm being very noisy. I'm being very aggressive about trying to reposition for this kill. But let's see. Stay behind the ridge line. Damn it. God damn it. Why did I run into him then? That sucks. I mean, man might still be in his little thing, in his box. Who knows? I have to see. What do we have? SVD? Oh, this dude's really high level. Holy crap. Got him. It's a scav. This guy was alone. Completely agree with the video. The only thing they need to tune is buying for traders and reselling. I agree. I think that's the way it should be. What are you shouting, Slajewi? Is that me? Give me the Slajewi. Where's this one? There was another one. There he is. Oh, Christ. That scav? Or... yeah. Did they increase the scavs on interchange? They did, didn't they? Baby. Interesting. Okay. Well. Oh, for God's sake. You have to be kidding me. Oh, I cleared the area for so long. Honestly. Oh, God damn it. Next up, go and check out the MPX rebuild video that I did if you haven't seen it already. Otherwise, a big shout out to all my patrons, and as always, have fun in your raids.